For 2,000 years, millions have pictured the face of Jesus. But what if none of those images were ever meant to be accurate? My mom became a Christian in the 1980s, and for many years, we had this shepherd image of Jesus hanging in our home. I've seen similar pictures in many Chinese Christian families and local churches. I always assumed everybody knew it was simply an artistic depiction. But during a casual conversation last week, my mom told me she had actually thought that might be what Jesus really looked like. At first, I was surprised. I kind of thought that was common knowledge. But the more I thought about it, the more it made sense. Because if this is the image you were seeing your whole life, why wouldn't you believe that? And that made me wonder, as a Christian artist, how has the image of Jesus changed throughout history? For many of us, Jesus already has a face in our minds. Gentle eyes, long hair, a soft expression. Usually peaceful, familiar, and comforting. But where did this image come from? Was it passed down from eyewitness, historical records, early Christian documentation? Not exactly. As Christianity spread across different cultures, artists naturally began depicting Jesus in ways that feel familiar to them. In Europe, Jesus was often portrayed with European features. In Ethiopian Christian art, he looked Ethiopian. And in Asian art, Jesus sometimes reflects the facial features, clothing, and artistic traditions of those cultures as well. Across history, artists from different cultures and traditions have portrayed Jesus in ways that resonated with their own communities. I think images of Jesus can sometimes make faith feel more tangible. But I also wonder, what happens when the image of Jesus we carry in our minds comes not only from Scripture, but from the pictures we grow up seeing? What happens when human-made images begin shaping how we imagine Jesus, the one who created this world? As a Christian artist, this makes me think deeply. Is it to document him? To imagine him? To help people feel emotionally connected? To teach? To worship? Probably all of the above. In my own artwork, I rarely show Jesus' full face. More often, I choose to illustrate sheep. The subject of my artwork may not be Jesus himself, but it points to the one who cares for the sheep, the Good Shepherd. What's interesting is that if we think about Jesus in his historical context, he likely looked like other Jewish men from that region and time. Dark hair, Middle Eastern features, skin shaped by outdoor life and physical labor. But even that is still a historical reconstruction, not certainty. And maybe that uncertainty is intentional. Scripture did not preserve his face, but it preserved his words, his works, his character. So, perhaps recognizing Jesus was never meant to begin with appearance. Not facial features, not a skin tone, not a familiar painting, but through his word, through the revelation of Scripture, through faith in him. Maybe the real question isn't what did Jesus look like, but do I know him?